Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now, sorry this one's a bit late. There was definitely no reason behind that. Definitely wasn't playing another game. Anyway, it's out now, and thank you guys for coming around and coming back for the second episode. So yeah, let's get this thing started off with another 1 hour mining session. So during today's time lapse, I wanted to talk about some of the support and feedback I'm getting from you guys, and the comments you guys are leaving on some of the videos are just amazing. The amount of support you guys are leaving, it just really makes my day reading some of those comments. So what I want you guys to do while you're here, go down to the comment section of this video and, wish someone else a good day. I know comments like that can make my day, and if you can make someone else's day just a little bit better, then you may as well do it. Anyway, let's hop back into the world and see what we've got. So here we are about an hour later, and this is what I got so far. Now, I didn't only mine. I also went out and gathered a whole bunch of other resources for what I'm planning on building for my base. I also went back to where we originally started this world and brought all of those resources over to here in that chest. Now I'm going to hop into a creative world and show you what I plan on building for a base. So here we go. I know I've been building a lot of hype around this, so I really hope you guys like it. This is what I'm planning. Now I'm planning on building an entire, ruined city with a whole bunch of temples like this, a bunch of other houses. It'll be interesting. This is really not in my comfort zone. I normally stick to medieval builds, but I wanted to, branch out and try something else. So anyway, let's hop back into the world and, yeah, start building this. So here we are. So my plan is to build a temple on top of that mountain, a temple on top of that mountain, and one on top of this one. And then we can have our entire city down in here. We may even build like a little bay where we can have ships coming in and out of over here by this ocean. You can see I set up a bit of a vine farm down here, so we have enough vines for all of our mossy cobblestone and mossy stone brick and all that. But anyway, now that we have a lot of this resources gathered, we may as well start building. Hold up, there was something I missed. Before we start building, I did want to say, I'm going to rename one of my tools every episode after the first person who comments. Just try to get you guys involved with this. So this episode, the first comment on episode 1 was by a guy named Blue Panda. So here you go, man. My pickaxe is now named after you. I hope you come back and are watching this episode. Anyway, let's actually go build this thing now. So now that that's out of the way, you can see I'm on the mountain across from where all of our chests and everything are over there. And I've kind of laid out the place where I want this to go. I am going to need to do a bit of terraforming though, because this side kind of hangs off the edge of a cliff. And yeah, that doesn't look all too great. Anyway, I am going to start building this up and I'll check back with you guys. Well, we have a bit of a problem. I completely forgot how tall this thing needs to be before there are the little doorways. I think it's 4 blocks tall, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to have to go back to my creative world and actually go back and look at this thing and see how tall it has to be. So I went back and checked my creative world, and we do indeed have a problem. The height that it's supposed to be is 3 blocks tall, which would be right about here, and yeah, I've built this thing up to 4 blocks tall, meaning I get to go and tear down everything I just built. Yay! Well, it appears we actually have a even bigger problem. I was up here, and I was building along like these walls here, where the doorway would go, and it just wasn't lining up. And it turns out that's because this is supposed to be 8 blocks from where the center staircase is to the edge. I built it 8 blocks, and then the edge, meaning I have to completely rebuild this entire thing, basically. Man, this episode isn't going too great. Okay, now, stupid mistakes aside, this thing is more or less done. Now you will notice that there are a whole ton of gaps like this, also up here, and that's because that's where stone brick stairs would go. Now, I don't have stone brick. The only way I can get it would be through smelting, and that's just kind of a waste of materials and coal. So what I'm going to need to do now is go grind for some levels and get myself a silk touch pickaxe so I can mine up some stone to make some, stone bricks. So as you can see over here, I've got myself a nice little enchanting setup. I stole these bookcases from the village just to get the books and then had to recraft them into bookcases. Anyway, I've done some enchanting. I've got myself a pretty decent pick. I did have to craft up another diamond pick, so that did bite into our diamonds here a bit. So that way I could get efficiency 4. Well, now I guess the only thing left to do would have another mining session so I can actually have some stone. Well, here we go. After gathering up plenty of stone and building it, it's looking pretty nice. It's all nice, new, and clean. But it's time to fix that. Now we're gonna go and completely ruin this thing. Well, I think I'm ready now. I've gathered up a good amount of mossy stone bricks, leaves, cobblestone, stairs, walls, you name it. I have it both in the regular and cobblestone version, so now we can go and wreck everything we've already done. Start just by knocking out this window and placing in some leaves spilling out of it. Well, it turns out I kind of grossly underestimated the sheer amount of vines it would take to make all these resources, because I just had enough for this side only. If I were to come along here to any of these other sides, you can see that, yeah, they're all pretty basic. But I do think that this side came out looking pretty nice. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Anyway, yeah, this took a lot longer than I thought it would do to make, so sadly, that's all I have time for today. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you really loved it, feel free to subscribe. Anyway, I will see you guys next episode. I hope you have a great day.